Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Disney funding a study about themselves to make themselves look good. Apparently, they are claiming that they generate $67 billion for the U.S. economy.
Right. And they're so important and they're so about America. Now, look, I am 100% sure they generate billions of dollars in the U.S. economy.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if it's $67 billion. Most of this is in Florida and California. That I believe, it's both of those two states. But I think the way it's written is here's what's provable and here's what we think it probably generates is also part of it too.
Yeah. So let's talk about this. Before you get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
This is coming from Pirates and Princesses, and go to piratesandprincesses.net. Do we want to look at the study, or you want to walk me through what's going on here?
Well, let's go to their original Disney Experiences article first, and we can look at the study because it kind of sums it all up that was in the study anyway. But it's so self-serving, and it's like one of those people brag about themselves and you want to slap them. It's kind of like that. It's so ridiculous. It's like roll your eyes.
All right. So it says 70 years after Disneyland launched the modern theme park industry, Disney continues to play a vital role in driving economic growth, job creation, and small businesses across the U.S. That probably is true because people don't think about all the support jobs, all the restaurants and the hotels that are not Disney owned. And
that's what they're going to count. Like anybody in the area that might send people to Disney. Oh, you sent 2 guests to Disney? Okay, I'm counting your revenue. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's kind of what they do. And there are a lot of support jobs. Yes, I'm sure they pay a lot of people, but I'm also sure they're counting. It's kind of like when, was it New York Comic Con did their event and it was online? Was it them or was it? Yeah. And then anybody who talked about it, they counted all their views as their reach.
I think it was Comic Con. I think
was
they
it
both
Comic Con
did.
or was it
Comic Con and the DC event did it
during
too.
COVID?
Yeah.
That anyone who talked about their event, they took all those views and counted it as their reach. It's kind of like that, I think.
All right. So Disney defines the theme park entertainment business in America. Our presence is felt across the country, says Josh.
Oh, yes. Tomorrow. Don't you know that they are theme parks? And Josh Tomorrow is basically like, we are like the poster child. I forget his exact quote. It's down here later. That Disney is like the standard. And I'm like, except you aren't taking care of your stuff. Yeah. Your stuff's, people aren't going as often because it's too expensive. And Epic Universe has just kicked your ass. But
yeah, our destinations create economies far beyond the gates of our parks, and when we invest in the groundbreaking experiences that only Disney can deliver, growth follows.
Whatever.
Yeah, well,
sorry, I just can't. Only Disney can deliver, except when Universal kicks your ass.
Decades ago, yeah. I mean, look,
not now.
Orlando was built around Disney World, basically, and the tourism and all that stuff.
Yes, as Bob Iger liked to throw in everybody's faces.
Right, you owe us. But you had nothing to do with it, Bob. That was Walt Disney. That was Roy Disney. You had nothing to do with it. You're taking credit for it, but you really had nothing to do with it.
You were still a weatherman then. Anyways.
Yeah, you were still a weatherman. So they said, for the last 20 years, Disney conducted studies on how it impacts local economies, where it does business. And a new report prepared by economists from Tourism Economics, a division of Oxford Economics, sheds light on the profound economic impact of the theme park that started all.
The study they paid for.
The study they paid for. Disneyland in Anaheim generates $16.1 billion in annual economic impact across Southern California and supports more than 102,000 jobs, directly and indirectly. Again, you're a taxi driver, you're an Uber driver. Okay, cool. Oh, the pizza shop. Yeah, the pizza shop you delivered to a Disney hotel room. Yeah, that's a job we made.
How much money they make a year? Okay, we'll say half that's us. Okay,
right.
Move on.
Disney is an iconic economic engine powering entire ecosystems of jobs, small businesses, and public revenue. They probably counted you. We were doing the theme park thing full time for a number of years, and they probably said, well, all these theme park bloggers, we made their jobs too.
Yeah,
so we're gonna count that. What began as a single destination has evolved into one of the most impressive examples of local and national economic growth, generating more than $16 billion in economic impact across Southern California alone in 2023. The new report arrives as
can we even hear them over them sucking something on themselves?
Gosh. The new report arrives as Disney moves forward with plans to turbocharge the growth of Disney's domestic theme parks with plans to increase capital expenditures in the U.S. to $30 billion.
These plans were announced like 2 years ago. You know, it's not like they keep acting like it's a new thing. It's all the same plan from before.
Is that
they bring up Abu Dhabi too late? I think, and that is even they're not even paying for that one.
They're not paying for that one. And a lot of the overseas parks, they didn't pay for the whole thing.
No.
And I mean, I get they do absolutely bring. I mean, look, if you plopped a Disney park in the middle of Idaho or something, it's gonna, things are gonna blow up around the park, right? Mm-hmm. But that's kind of true of any theme park now, any tourist area now. And again, I'll give you Disney World, but again, that was Walt, not modern Disney. Modern Disney is gonna take a lot of that money and dump it into cruise ships.
Well, they count that as part of it, I think, in here because they say about Disney experiences, including cruise lines, comes up later.
Okay.
Out of Florida. That's considered in the Florida, probably because of the Canaveral and stuff.
Yes, that's exactly. Well, I mean, yeah, because they do. They have a lot of tourist traps, that whole, but it's not just Disney cruises. It's all of them.
But they're not mentioning the part where they base the business in the Bahamas, so they can avoid a lot of laws, rules, and taxes.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're talking about Anaheim, Disneyland, everything's growing. Anaheim was not a nothing burger. I mean, it was, but yeah, it definitely has grown up. Blah blah blah. Yeah, a decade after Disneyland's opening, Disney officially announced the Florida project, and they turned Central Florida into the global tourist destination it is today. That is actually true.
Florida owes them. We know.
Yeah. Yep. So. It just keeps on going.
Yeah, so basically, if you go out to my article, I have it broken down more in what Iger said or Damaro said. If you go out to my article, how much they said. They said it was like so much in California and so much in Florida. Yeah. I have the numbers on there.
It said 16.1 billion in Southern California, 40.3 billion in Florida, which includes Disney's signature experiences with the Vacation Club and the cruise lines. The remaining 10.6 billion is generated in other areas in the U.S. So Alani,
I'm assuming it's probably like Alani and Hilton Head and all those other places and things.
Travel agencies deal mostly in Disney.
Yeah, probably that kind of stuff too. Extra. Yeah. It's just if anybody has connections to Disney parks, they're probably counting them in this.
You sell bootleg Disney merchandise? Well, guess what?
Oh, yeah.
You're part of the job creation engine.
Well, read tomorrow's comment.
Is it this one?
Yep.
Disney defines the themed entertainment business in America, and our presence is felt across the country. Mickey's white glove is going to touch you wherever you are. No, he didn't say that. Our destinations create economies far beyond the gates of our parks, and when we invest in the groundbreaking experience that only Disney can deliver,
except Epic follows. Universe that just made Disney look pathetic.
Yeah.
It's so much. We're so important. We're so special. It's like one of those people you want to slap because they keep going on about how important and special they are. And I'm right most of the time. And I know everything. And I'm so special. And I made you and everything else. Those little piss ants that you just want to slap because they're really arrogant. That's how this smacks of that.
Yeah, that is very corporate. It's Disney.
They're after something, and they're putting this out. Either they're trying to get their stock prices up, or they're because we're after a bunch of layoffs and a bunch of them trying to do perks to get people to subscribe to Disney Plus, and now they're saying this. So this is obviously targeted, and it's being released for some particular reason.
Favors from Trump.
I'm thinking it's probably a dude look how important we are to America because of that, or
tax
because
breaks.
or because of the investors and stocks and things like that. They don't put this out just for you and I. They put this out for a specific reason.
Yeah, there's a reason here, and
it's so annoying.
It is not. Nobody does it like Disney. I'm like, yeah, take a wrecking ball to everything that came before. You got. Yeah, I would agree. 20, 30 years ago, nobody did it like Disney.
Yeah, now they're spending all that money on frivolous lawsuits, and telling people that if you sign up for Disney Plus, you can never sue them, and all kinds of scammy stuff, not paying their fair share of property taxes because they keep finding reasons that they should have loopholes not pay them in Florida. But they generate a lot more for the economy in Florida if they actually, paid based on their brand like they charge everybody else.
Yeah, right?
Just saying.
All right, so there we go, guys. Disney saying Disney is awesome. Give themselves back pats.
It's like the most up your own ass article
This is everything
I've ever seen.
College of Knowledge. That's some interesting coursework. There's a lot of self-filleting going on there. It's all magic. It's all magical. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.